This is a case that horrified a community and led to be the inspiration for many debates, conspiracy theories, and yes, even a Hollywood franchise. Hello everyone, my name is Anya, and in this video we're going to take a look at what happened on this day in the year 1974, the Amityville Massacre. On the evening of the 13th of November 1974, the sleepy community of Amityville in Long Island, New York, was woken up to the sound of screaming and crying. 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr., also known as Butch, burst into the doors of a local pub, begging for help and saying that the mob had broken into his home and murdered his entire family. Civilians led DeFeo back to his house at 112 Ocean Avenue and police were called. Inside the house, they found the lifeless bodies of the DeFeo family. Ronald DeFeo Sr., his wife Louise, and their 4 younger children, 18-year-old Dawn, 13-year-old Allison, 12-year-old Mark, and 7-year-old John. All 6 victims had been shot while they were asleep, and their hands were placed above their heads. Strangely enough, neighbours did not hear any shooting that night, and police found no signs of forced entry. Ronald DeFeo, the only survivor of the family, was brought in for questioning, and within 24 hours, his story of the mob breaking into his home fell apart and he confessed to the murders of his family. Ronald DeFeo Jr. was a known drug user. He had a bad addiction to heroin and LSD. He claimed to have heard voices and hallucinated on the night he murdered his family. And he also made the horrific statement to investigators that once he started killing his family, he couldn't stop. There's also been speculation that he took a significant interest in the family inheritance, and he believed that he could gain access to the inheritance quicker by eliminating his entire family. Ronald DeFeo Jr. was arrested and charged with 6 counts of murder. Despite pleading not guilty on the grounds of insanity, in 1975 he was found guilty on all charges and he was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences in prison. For the rest of his life, he did not take any responsibility and claimed no remorse for the murders of his families. He died still incarcerated in 2021. You'd think that would be the end of this story. Not this one. The house where Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his family remains to this day at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, Long Island, New York. And what makes this house so disturbing is that when new tenants moved in the months after the murders, they made claims that there were supernatural elements inside the house and they were being haunted by ghosts. They were so terrified that within months of moving into the house, they had to flee. While their claims of horror and supernatural have been debated over the years, it has led to a lot of media attention and creative inspiration. If you think the name Amityville sounds familiar, take a look at the Amityville Massacre franchise. It was inspired by the murders of the DeFeo family, and the house that they were horribly murdered in by their own son and brother remains to this day. The Amityville Massacre is considered one of the darkest events in American history. It's an event that horrifies the community to this day and brought a lot of inspiration for conspiracy theories and, yes, a Hollywood franchise. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. My name is Anya, and we just looked at what happened on this day.